Everybody, and welcome inside the Quad City Sports Center on this Friday night. As your Quad City Blues will be taking on the Mason City Mohawks in this number 2 and 7 seed matchup. If the Quad City Blues can win here, they will continue on in the tournament in tomorrow's matchup. As we're about to get this first period underway, again, this is Mike Reek here to bring you all the play-by-play action. Again, your Quad City Blues taking on the Mason City Mohawks. As players gather here and neutralize for the opening face-off. As Frygon, Hammond, Richards, Deviser, and Calbert start this first period for the Blues, and the puck is dropped, period underway. It's a one by the Mohawks, thrown inside the Quad City zone. There's Richards to play it back up. It's taken down and neutralized, but Frygon, second attempt, gets it up to the line, but not far. It's knocked down. Jessen will cross through Red. Pass along the near side to Junk. He'll skate this one up, but icing's going to be the call. And we're going to have a face-off inside the Mason City zone. So 14:42 left to play in the first, and we have a draw to the left of the Mason City netminder. As players line up, it'll be Welser taking the draw for the Quad Cities, and puck is dropped. Face-off is won by the Mohawks. It's played behind the cage. Sheplicki able to break up the pass momentarily, but not for long, as Mason City will take up once again through neutral ice. That'll be Bergmeyer over the line, tried to get a shot off, was pushed off by Richards, and puck behind the cage. Deviser will skate up to it, tried to send it up to the line. It's knocked down, back to Deviser. Now second attempt, gets it out in neutral ice, played by Welser. He'll dump this one in, and Welser off for the change along with Deviser. And Moran, Geert Stegman out for the Quad Cities. Now here's Popinga over the line. Big wrister and a chest save by Stetson Smith. So 14:07 left to play in the first, and we're going to have a draw inside the Quad City zone. Moran taking the draw for the Quad Cities. The puck is dropped and won by the Blues. Yeah, Geertz will throw it around the far side wall. This one caroms all the way out in the neutral ice where it's played back in by the Mohawk. Near corner, Geertz looks ahead for Hareberg, able to tip it up the wall, but not far. Now Moran will do battle as well along the wall. It's freed up and taken by Hareberg. Here's a rush the other way. Hareberg with speed crosses Red, gets it knocked off his stick, but Moran's there. Big wrister. That's turned aside by Lassais. Now the Mohawks able to clear back in the neutral ice where Geertz will throw it in. Now Tyndall's after it for the Mohawks, plays it into the near corner. Now lead pass is on the Quad City goaltender as that pass had missed the mark. Now play back in neutral ice is taken up by the Mohawk. Jessen loses it, but not for long as it's picked back up by the Mohawks. Crossing the line, Junk tried to drop. It was intercepted and played back. Heels Calbert over the line. Big wrister. But we're going to have a whistle here as players over the line offside. The face-off will be just outside the Mason City line. As players line up here, puck is dropped and won by the Mohawks. As Tyndall throws it up the far wall, played by Deviser, but it deflects off his stick into the corner. Now race on for it. As Deviser able to get there first, plays it ahead for Morris. He'll cross Red with speed over the line. Working it down the far side, tried to get it in front. It deflected off, escape back to the wall, played by Welser. Welser, high slot for Morris, not able to get a shot through. Now puck along the far side is cleared out by Mason City. Up to the line, Deviser loses it to Junk. He'll skate in along the end wall, centering feed, knocked wide by Richards. Now Welser behind the cage, controlling, whips on a pass, able to get it back here. It's up to Morris. Now he whips on his pass. He was looking cross for Teplicki. Now Teplicki still able to get a stick on it and played inside momentarily. It'll be moved up by Detra. His shot misses wide. And it's not going to matter as the Mason City Mohawks are called over the line offside. 12:22 left to play in the first period. It's a scoreless game. Face off outside the line. Moran will take it for the Quad Cities. The face-off is won by the Mohawks, where it's thrown in, not far, played by Stegman. Looking ahead, gets it back into neutral ice, where the Mason City Mohawks misfire on that, and that was Kornick. Now race for it in the corner as Hareberg and Kornick meet up. Hareberg frees it behind the cage, skating it to the near side, tries to put a move on, allowing, trying to get out in front of the net was picked. And to be controlled by Detra. Pass out into neutral ice is taken up by the Mohawks. As Wagner moves it over the line, drop for Popinga. His shot misses wide. Now Kornick at the line, sends it down low. As Mason City controlling the zone here, centering feet in front shot, and I believe that's a pad save by Festing Smith. I believe the goaltender able to get a piece of it. And with 11:35, the Quad City Blues are going to keep this a scoreless game. Players lining up for a draw to the right of Smith. It's one by the Mohawks. Shot off the draw, doesn't get through. It's picked off. Here's Heyman ahead. Lead pass up to Calbear. Nice move at the line. Backhand. Chance sticked aside by the goaltender. Puck in the near corner. Yeah, it's taken by Lindsay. Played cross. Heyman's there to challenge Calbear. Frees up the puck. Centering in front. Prygon gets it. Knocked off his stick. And Mason City able to clear it up to the line. But we're going to have a whistle here. And it appears the face-off will stay inside the Mason City zone. 11:17 left to play in the first period. Players lining up. Heyman will take it for the Quad Cities. Now Junk along the near wall, gets it out to neutral ice. Pass misfired and played back up to the line. There's Hammond to Prygon. Prygon tried to get a wrister off, was picked off from behind, and it'll be Mason City back. Here crossing the line is Martin. He gets pushed off, able to get a shot off, and a save by Smith. Now Prygon over his own line to Heyman. Heyman crosses. That'll be Heyman, knocked off his stick. Heyman, Tyndall race for it to the corner. Tyndall gets there first. Played up the wall to Martin. He's able to fire this one the length of the ice, and we're going to have an icing call here with 10:44 left to play in the first. It'll be Teplick, Morris, Geert, Stegman out for the Quad Cities, along with Welser. Welser taking the draw. Face-off is tied up in the circle now. It's won by the Mohawks into the slot where it's knocked away. Detra had control. Issues controlling the puck here. Now Morris not able to get a shot off in the slot. And puck out in the neutral ice where it's played back in by Stegman, but we're going to have a whistle on the offside call. Draw just outside the line. Taken by Morris is won by the Blues. Played inside, but not far. Taken up. It'll be the Mohawks. That's Detra ahead. Now chance in front. Wagner not able to get a shot off. Controlled along the near side. Backhand chance. And knocked away in front. That was Bergmeyer with a chance. Now Morris crosses. Red, he'll dump this one in. A funny bounce off the end wall. Lesses is forced to play it. As the Mohawks skated up ice here, 10:05 left to play in the first. As Kornick dumps it in behind the cage, Stegman gets to it, skates it over the near side, rubbed off the play. As Popinga doing battle along the wall along with Hareberg. And Hareberg able to free it up and move it ahead. Not for long as Kornick able to break away a pass. And Stegman looking ahead. Up to Hareberg, big check at the line, knocks Kornick over. Now Stegman looking ahead, able to dump this one in from Red. As Detra back behind his own cage, a plate over the near side, where it's tipped ahead by Bergmeyer, not far. That's Deviser in control over the line. Wrist shot and a glove save by Lesses. He'll drop this one out of the glove and play it. As Detra misfires on a pass, Heyman all alone, misfires on his shot. Puck loose along the far side. First man to it. There will be a Mohawk as Martin's able to clear it back inside the Quad City zone. Now pass misfired. This is going to result in an icing call against the Quad City Blues. 9:11 left to play in the first period. A scoreless game face off inside the Quad City zone. Face off will be to the right of Festing Smith. Prygon taking it for the Quad Cities, joined by Hammond, Richard, Calbert, and DeBizer. Face-off is won by the Mohawks to the line. Tyndall, his shot misses wide. Now Lindsay along the near side, plays it down low, centered in front, picked off by Prygon. Now Prygon looking ahead, lead pass up to Heyman off his skate. Heyman over the line, nice move in front, gets it picked off, and taken up by Junk. Out to 3-on-2 for the Mohawks if they hurry. Junk draw pass in front. Martin, he shot a beautiful glove save by Festing Smith. Oh, buddy, does he make it look easy? Flashing the glove with 8:47 left to play in the first. And this one's going to remain a scoreless game. The face-off will be to the right of Festing Smith as players line up. Yeah, to be Morris taking it for the Quad Cities, and players line up. Puck is dropped, face-off, one by the Mohawks, shot off the draw, turned aside. Had to be Morris along the far wall, lead pass up for Welser with speed. Welser has a full head, nice move in front to the forehand, centered in front for Teplicki, and he just misfires on the pass. Now big check along the near side, Morris able to knock away Junk. Yeah, puck behind the Mohawks zone, cage is Tyndall throwing it over the far wall where Martin's able to tip it out into neutral ice. Stegman on Martin. Forces a turnover here. Teplicki from Ray. He'll dump it down the near wall as the Blues off for a change here. As the Mohawks trying to break it out here, have some trouble. Moran from neutral ice will dump it in, glove down by Tyndall. He plays it ahead. Back into neutral ice where Popinga skates it back into his own zone. Pass along the near side to Lindsay. Cranks one in over the line. He misses high and wide. Now Popinga from the far side will play it in front. No one home. Geertz is there to play it out in the neutral ice. For Hareberg, dodges Bergmeyer, lead pass. This one just missing the mark as Schmidt was Sign for Lindsay, looking ahead, pass, misses the mark. Popinga wasn't able to handle. As a result, Richards back at his own line plays it ahead. Now Popinga for the Mohawks over the line. Wrister and a blocker save by Smith. Now puck along the far side is played behind the cage. There is Prygon who bounces a pass off the near wall, played by Calbert. Pressure, drops it off to DeBizer. Nice move through neutral ice. He's over the line. Wrist shot turned aside. Now rebound is knocked wide by Lindsay. Bergmeyer along the near side, able to play it back out into neutral ice where Richards collects and sends it ahead to the line. There's Heyman. Nice move as he skates it in to the wrister, holding, centered in front, knocked away as Prygon was breaking towards the net. Now Prygon along the far side, able to dump it low. There's Kornick along the end wall. He'll send this one out and the length of the ice, and icing waved off as Geertz will catch a pass from Smith behind the net. Now throws it over the far side where Stegman looks ahead, hits Morris cleanly. Morris had trouble handling the pass, but Welser's there. He'll play it ahead inside the zone. Detra along the near side sends it up to the Quad City line. This one deflects off Geertz's stick, and Stegman's there to skate it. Now he'll send it ahead toward Teplicki. Check from behind, no call. Welser, lead pass from Morris, broken up at the line. Morris gets it back along the wall and plays it low. There's Welser to the backhand, able to knock away one of the Mohawks. Yes, Lancaster was going for the big hit along the wall. Now puck out in the neutral ice. It'll be played by Teplicki. Into the stick of Stegman. Crosses red, dumps this one in. Blocker saved by the goaltender. Almost had trouble handling. Now Detcher along the near side as he looks ahead. Finds Lancaster. Big check as Schmidt knocks him off the play. Now the Blues moving ahead. Here's DeBizer, crosses the line. DeBizer backhands it in front, sticks away. Back to DeBizer behind the cage, wraps it around in front. Can he get a shot off? Centers it in front, knocked away. Schmidt not able to get a shot off. Here's Junk through neutral ice, trying to make a move on Hareberg. Gets it knocked off his stick. Back to Detra, who will cross red and dump it in. Here's Richards, pressured by Junk, carrying behind the cage. Junk able to get a stick on him, but Richards still with the puck and banks it off the near glass out in the neutral ice. It's taken by Lindsay. Pass deflected up to Hareberg. He's over the line. Nice move. Played over to the far side for Hammond. He wasn't able to get a shot off. And the Mohawks clear back in the neutral ice where Geertz pass deflects off a loose stick in center ice. As a result, this could be a Mohawk chance. Here's Martin in the near corner. Plays it behind the cage, racing to its Richards, but the Mohawks get there first. There's Junk behind the cage to the backhand. Not able to get a shot through. Puck loose in the high slot, taken by Prygon, skating ahead. Prygon, nice pass to Calbert. Calbert crossing the line, wrister deflects off his skate and wide. Puck up to the line is Bergmeyer. Able to tip this one up to the Quad City line, played by Geertz, but we're going to have a whistle here, and I believe it's going to be a hand pass. 4:41 left to play in the first, a scoreless game. The Quad City Blues 3-0 this season versus Mason City. Face off in neutral ice. Morris will take it for the Quad Cities, joined by Welser, Teplicki, Stegman, and Geertz. Puck is dropped, won by the Blues. Geertz in his own zone plays it across for Stegman. Had trouble handling the pass as a result. Taken away by Popinga, played behind the cage. There's Geertz to backing in over the near side where he gets knocked down low by one of the Mohawks. That would have been Wagner. And the Blues moved ahead. Here's Teplicki. Pass up to Welser. Had trouble handling, taken by Tyndall. Back into neutral ice. Lead pass up to the line. As there's a battle for it, Popinga moving in on net, not able to get a shot off. Puck knocked to the near side. Bergmeyer lost it. Here's Geertz playing it over the far wall. Popinga knocks it behind the cage. Centering feet in front. Shot doesn't get through as Teplicki was there with a big defensive play to knock away the Mohawk forward. Puck back inside the Quad City zone with 3:54 left to play in the first period. Geertz has a lane. He's going to take it. He'll cross red, dumps it in. Blocker away by the goaltender. Hareberg's after it in the near corner. He'll tie up with the Mohawk. The puck is freed, sent back into neutral ice off the linesman. Begren will lose it. It's Lessis at his own line. Now he has some room. Plays it up for the Quad City line. Knocked down by Geertz. Ahead for Hareberg. Had trouble handling the pass. Bergmeyer able to send it ahead. This one behind the cage. The Visor races to it as he'll meet up with the Mohawk as Moran's there. Now puck loose along the end wall. The Visor to knock it over to the far side. Schmidt tries to backhand it out. It's kept in by Lessis. This one behind the cage. Geertz gets to it. Skates it to the near side on the backhand up to Hareberg. Hareberg takes a big chop, no call. And Moran will dump this one in. His pass misses the mark. The Visor able to swat it up to Calbert. Lead pass to Prygon, misses the mark. Icing waved off behind the cage. Lindsay cranks it up to the line. Calbert wasn't able to hold. Richards plays across for the Visor. Cranks this one and misses wide. Puck loose behind the cage, taken up by Lindsay. Field skate over the far side, was pressured. Plays it back to Detro. Lead pass to Junk, who tried to thread one up to Martin. That was picked off. Now nice move at the line by Junk, who was on his knees. However, it's still going to be whistled offside. .229 left to play in the first period. A scoreless game. Face off outside the line as Teplicki takes it for the Quad Cities. And Wagner for the Mohawks. Wagner's able to win this one back to Kornick, who dumps it in. Where it's knocked down along the far wall, played back out into neutral ice, but Kornick is there to turn it back inside. Behind the cage, Smith will leave it for Geertz as he holds. Now sends it over the far corner for Stegman. Played back to Geertz, and he has some room. He'll skate it up. Sends the pass over the near side. It's picked off by Bergmeyer, only temporarily. And the Blues' second attempt able to play it inside the zone, where Detcher flies over the far side. No one home. Stegman will take it. Stegman at the line here. Wrist shot. And a save by the goaltender. And he'll play that one back for Detcher. Detcher looking ahead as his pass misses the mark. And this is going to be an icing call as players racing back. 1:44 left to play in the first. Here's a chance late in the first period for the Quad City Blues. Prygon, Richards, Hammond, Calbert, and the Visor up for the Quad Cities. Prygon taking the draw, wins it cleanly. As Calbert had trouble handling at the line, and the Blues will be forced to retreat as Calbert sends it in. Behind the cage, Prygon was after the Mohawks get there first, send it back out in the neutral ice. Richards threads one up to Hammond over the line. Hammond in the near circle, snapshot doesn't get through, and it deflects up over the boards and out of play. Face off inside the Mohawk zone is won by Mason City. Junk over the line, dumps it in. First man to it is Junk, centered in front. Jessen Ritzner misses wide. Now Junk into the far corner, lost it to Calbert. Prygon able to tip it ahead for Heyman, neutralized, gets it knocked off his stick, but Prygon's there. He crossed the line, but this is going to be an offside call on the Quad Cities. Face off outside the line. Morris taking it for the Quad Cities. As he meets Lessis in the circle. This one's won by Lessis back into his own zone where it's played ahead to the Quad City line. Stegman in possession will throw it in front. Welser's there. Has trouble handling at the line. Gets it picked off his stick by a diving Mohawk. And Mormon able to send it in. Not far as it's knocked away in the slot. Ahead for Morris. He'll cross. Knocked off his stick. He gets to it. He has Teplicki breaking, centering feed to flex line. Here's Gears along the near side, playing it down low. Teplicki lets this one go. Morris behind the cage on the backhand. Centering in front all alone. Welser loses his feet and not able to get a shot off. Puck cleared. Back inside the Quad City zone with only 27 seconds left. Geertz in possession. Lead pass up to the line. Knocked away off his skate. Now Wagner pushes it ahead for Junk at the line, but a misplayed puck is going to result in an offside call against Mason City. 19.1 left in the first. Again, a scoreless game. Players lining up for the face-off as Prygon takes it for the Quad Cities. He says, I'm going to take on Jessen in the circle, and this one's won by Prygon back into his own zone where Richards fires it ahead, glove down by Heyman. Heyman, big check along the near side, and lost the puck, but Richards at his own line sends it back ahead. Detra plays it into the stick of Hammond. He has a chance, 2 seconds left in front, gets it picked off his stick at the last second, and that's how the first period ends. So after 1 period of play, this is a scoreless game. Your Quad City Blues taking on the Mason City Mohawks.
Mason City 6.
Oh, I don't even know what this is. Everybody, welcome back for the start of the second period. After one, it's a scoreless game as we line up for a draw at center ice to get the second period underway. Adamy Morris taking it for the Quad Cities as we check in with the goaltenders and everything's set to go. Puck is dropped and face-off won by the Mohawks. Now Lindsay from neutral ice will throw it in behind the cage to Beiser. He gets to it as he waves off one Mohawk. Pass along the far side, too far for Teplik. Gets kept in at the line and sent down low. The Beiser's on it, and he'll skate it up the near side. Looks ahead, pass to Morris at the line. It's deflected off his stick back in front. There's Richard, and he'll bank this one off the wall back inside the zone as Detra had just missed the puck, and the Mohawks clear back out in the neutral ice. In control is Richard. He looks over to the far side. Pass is picked off back to Richard. He'll bank it off the far glass up for Teplicki. This one bounces out in the neutral ice and played by the Mohawks and sent back in. Richards behind the cage will send a pass over the near side for Morris. He'll let this one go for Welser. Cross ice for Teplicki. Crosses red, dumps it in. The Blues off for a change. Puck behind the cage is taken up by Detra. Banks it off the glass and out in the neutral ice. Stegman looking ahead. Pass picked off. Here's a chance for the Mohawks. Over the line. Junk in front. Nice move and whips on the shot. Now Junk loses it in the near corner. Richards over to the far side. Popinga's there. Sent in front. Tipped just wide of the net. Now Junk in front. He can't get a shot through. And Richards in the far corner looks ahead. Banks it off the glass and back into neutral territory. A Mohawks in control. Popinga off the wall. And just over the line, Richards sends this ahead. Heyman, alpha bounce. Heyman in on net, centered in front. Calbert, shot saved, and rebound is cleared by the goaltender. Now there's Popinga, 3-on-2 for the Mohawks if they hurry over the line. Popinga in on net, wrister, and a save by Smith. As Geertz is there to clear away the front of the net. And the Quad City goaltender keeps this a scoreless game with 13-16 left to play in the second period. Schmidt Schmidt, Moran, Stegman, Geertz out for the Quad Cities. Along with Hareberg as the face-off is one with the Mohawks from the line. It's sent down low. Bergmeyer plays it behind the cage for Wagner. Wagner lost it behind the net. Geertz able to collect and play it to the far side where Hareberg dances around Popinga, plays it ahead from Moran. His wrist shot and a stick save. Hareberg lost his feet in the far corner. As a result, the Mohawks able to play it back out in the neutral ice. Stegman's after it at the line and able to tip it ahead to Beiser. Hareberg tried to kick it over for Moran, was intercepted. And Popinga from neutral ice able to send this one in. Geertz along the end wall in control. As he has some time, he'll play it cross corner to Stegman and back for Geertz, who's holding along the wall. Now plays it to Stegman once again. Stegman holding and looks ahead. His pass picked off just over the line. Morgan, as he wrestles with Hareberg in front of his own bench players. Still battling away. Puck knocked free. Geertz sends it over the near side. Schmidt's after it. Schmidt is able to tip it out in the neutral ice where the Mohawks will send it back up to the line, but there's Schmidt on the backhand, plays it inside the zone. After it's Teplicky, Detry gets there first, sends it behind the cage. Lindsay able to knock it over the far side up to the line where it's tipped out. Here's a chance. Lancaster over the line is rubbed off by Richards. Richards able to get to it in the far corner, plays it cross for Beiser, looking ahead. Here's Morris. Morris with some room. He's going to skate it as he dances over the line and works it down low. Tried to drop it off to Welser. Was intercepted. Now Morris gets it back in the corner. Shot. Score! And just like that, the Quad City Blues take a second period lead. And this is going to be a 1-0 game in favor of the Blues. With the goal for the Quad Cities. Again, that puts this to a 1-0 lead for the Blues. As play in neutral ice is controlled by the Mohawks and sent back inside the Quad City zone. Beiser races for it. Jessen able to get there first. Plays out behind the cage for Martin. Gets picked off by Welser. Played ahead from Morris. Has a lane here, but picked off on the line. So Morris gets the goal for the Quad City Blues, and that's going to be an unassisted tally for the Quad Cities. As the puck along the far wall inside Mohawk zone, Prygon cranks a shot in and a stick save by Lassis. Now players battling the near side. Puck is knocked away, and Wagner's after him. Race on. Stegman's going to get there first off the near glass down the neutral ice. Heyman's there. Heyman has some time, and he's going to skate it as he crosses red over the line with some speed, and the slot wrister misses line. Now puck along the near side is centered by Heyman. No one home. Now it's knocked back over to Heyman along the wall up to the line at Stegman. One-timer doesn't get through. Stegman gets another chop at it and plays it into the slot where Heyman's after it. Now it's sent back to Prygon. His wrister misses wide. Stegman at the line. Sent in front. Pad save. And rebound over to the far side. Big shot is blocked up over the boards and out of play by the Mason City goaltender. Off to the right of Lassis will be taken by Moran. Wins this one to the line. Big shot by Beiser is deflected over the boards. We're going to line up and try it again. Now face-off is won by the Blues. Played to the near side. Hareberg's after it as he meets up with a Mohawk in the corner. Now frees it up. Tried to make his way to the front. Is knocked off. Now puck along the near side unchallenged. The Mohawks get there first. Played out in neutral ice to Beiser ahead. He'll dump this one in as icing is waved off. Kornick along the end wall is locked up with Hareberg. Kornick able to knock it up the wall. Taken by Popinga. He'll send this one in. Karam's over to the far side. Richards after it. Able to tip it up the wall. And at the line it's played by Hareberg into the stick of Moran in center ice. He'll lose his feet and fall to the ice. And Wagner from Red will dump it in. Richards behind the net. is looking ahead, finds Morris on a pass. Morris getting over the near side. Nice move at the line in the slot. Tries to go to the forehand, not able to get a shot off. And the puck is cleared away from the slot behind where Kornick ranks it up the wall. And DeBiser not able to hold the line. Puck back inside the Quad City zone. Richards ahead for Teplicki. Misfires on the pass. Teplicki now gets it back as he controls through center ice and dumps it in. And it's played back out in the neutral zone by Kornick. As Richards races over to it, able to knock it in. Not far as it's played back into neutral ice by the Mohawks. Now Welser, here's the chance. Turned in front for Teplicki. He wasn't able to get to it in time. It was picked off. Now Lancaster lost it in center ice. DeBiser plays it in. And this is going to be an icing call against the Quad Cities. 8:42 left to play in the second period. A 1-0 Blues lead. Face off inside the Quad City zone is won by the Blues. Here's Paragon. Banks it off the near wall. Was looking to connect with Hemmen. The pass was intercepted by Mormon and played back in. Geertz in the far corner behind the cage for Stegman. This one bounces over his stick along the walls. Heyman. And he knocks Mormon away. Heyman with the puck now in the corner. Lost it to Lassis. Lassis sends it behind the net where Stegman is in control up to the line. There's Calbert. Calbert lead pass for Heyman with speed. Nice move. One-on-one to the backhand. Shot and a save by the goaltender. Rebound clear. Here's Geertz along the far wall and he tried to play it low, but it deflected off the Mohawk over the boards. So 8:05 left to play in this second, a 1-0 game. This game's only goal coming from Morris of the Quad Cities. That was an unassisted tally, again putting us where we're at now, a 1-0 lead for the Blues. As DeBiser from Red will dump it in. This one rings behind the cage, played by the netminder. Left for Kornick, rubbed off by Herberg. Herberg in the corner doing battle. He skates it up the wall as he lost his feet, but still with it. Sent in front just ahead of Moran's stick. Al Moran behind the cage, centering feed is knocked off. Schmidt along the far wall. In possession here as he banks it behind. Now Kornick's after it. He cranked it over the near side for Martin. Able to tip it out in the neutral ice, but not far. Herberg plays it. Now lost it at the line. Jessen's ahead. Fakes a shot. Lost it off the skate of DeBiser. And the Blues on the counter here. Moran loses it in neutral ice. Taken up by the Mohawks. Here's Jessen over the line. Centered in front. Jumped in on net. Wrister. This one deflects wide over the boards. And we're going to have our first penalty call of the game. An interference call. This one against the Quad City Blues. So a big kill here for the Quad Cities. Up by 1. So DeBiser being called for interference. Again, this will give the Mason City Mohawks the power play chance with 7:15 left in the second period. It's a 1-0 lead in favor of the Blues. Face off. Inside the Quad City zone is won by the Mohawks. Detra plays it down low. Popinga mishandled it at the line. Detra is forced to recollect the neutral ice. Plays it cross where it's dumped in front of the cage, knocked away by the Quad City netminder. It finds its way over the boards and out of play. So let's see where the face-off is headed. And it's going to be inside the Quad City zone to the right of Festing Smith. With 6:56 left on the clock. Face-off top of the near circle. Jessen lining up for the Mohawks, facing off against Paragon. One back to the line for the Mohawks. Popinga playing it down low. Geertz is after. Junk able to steer Geertz away. The Mohawks in control as Detra plays it to the half wall. Jessen now down low. It's sent back up to the line. Here's Detra across. Popinga has some room. Fires the wrister just wide. Now Karams all the way back to the line. Detra plays it along the half wall. There's Jessen. Jessen out to the line. Detra, his shot, a big save. Rebound in front. And Mohawks score. It's going to be a power play goal for the Mohawks. This is going to tie it up at 1 apiece. 6:28 left to play in the second period. The Mohawks tied up at 1. That's a power play goal. As players line up for a draw at neutral ice, it'll be Teplicki taking it for the Quad Cities. And wins this one back into his own zone to the stick of the Visor. Plays it ahead to the line. That's Detro.
Number 16, Ben Wagner.
So Wagner getting the goal for the Mohawks.
And number 11, Nick Detra at 8:32.
And Junkie and Detra on the assist. Again, that makes it a 1-1 game. The face-off is going to be inside the Mohawk zone to the left of the goaltender. It'll be Moran taking it for the Quad Cities. It's won by the Blues to the line. The Visor plays it low. Along the end, Walt Hareberg gets to it, skating in behind the cage, and plays it out to the line where Richards was skated in. Plays it down low. Hareberg in the corner doing battle with the Mohawk. It's freed up and sent back into neutral ice when the Mohawks play it ahead. Race on for it. Lazitz over the line. Tries to make the move. Still with it. Forehand shot. Besting. Smith with the save. Puck behind the cage. The Visor plays it to Schmidt. Back to the Visor. Pass off to Mark. Moorman with a chance. His shot doesn't get through. It was off his skate. Moorman along the far side. Plays it behind the cage. The Visor after it as this one rings over the near corner. And Jessen, first man to it. Behind the cage. Richards mishandled. Chance in front. Knocked away by Moran. Now Moran checked from behind along the wall. And no call. Puck along the near side. The Visor's after it. Rinks this one down the ice. It's going to be an icing call against the Quad City Blues. .5:20 left to play in the second period. A 1-1 game, and boys, it's been an exciting one. Both goals coming in the second period. Morris for the Quad Cities unassisted, and Wagner with a power play goal for Mason City. Add from Junkie and Detra. Now face off in the Quad City zone, won by the Mohawks. Shot off the draw, saved by Festing Smith. Puck still loose, and Festing Smith was able to make a follow-up save. Now the Blues able to send it back into neutral ice, played by Kornick off the wall ahead. It'll be dumped in by Wagner behind the net. A race for it. Geertz tied up with Bergmeyer. And this one's freed up behind the cage. Prygon tried to send it over the near side, deflected off Bergmeyer, back to Prygon. Out Geertz to Prygon, back to Geertz. Geertz lead pass to Cal Bear. Has some room. He'll skate it over the line, dump it cross corner. Hemmons after it. He gets to it, skates it down to the corner using his big frame. Centered out to the front, all the way out to the line. Geertz misfires on a shot. And puck bounces over to the far side with the Mohawks clear it. A length of the ice, and icing will be the call. 4:32 left to play in the second period. A 1-1 game. Face off inside the Mason City zone. Face-off is one of the Blues to the line. There's Richards, his chance to fly high in the air. And along the near side, it'll bounce down. Players meeting up for it. Welser's in there along with Morris. Welser in control now. In the corner, he'll get tied up with the Mohawk. Morris joins in, frees it. Only temporarily. Now here's Welser out to the line to Visor. Wrist shot misses wide. And taken by the Mohawk, sent back out to neutral ice where it's tipped. Taken temporarily by Lassis, who skates it over the line offside. 4:01 left to play in the second, and a draw outside the line. Moran and Morris, Schmidt out for the Quad Cities. Along with Hareberg, the Visor, and Richard. Now the Blues in neutral ice in control. Moran will dump it in. Race for it behind the cage. Tyndall gets there first, plays it to the near side. There Martin had trouble clearing. Now centering feed is knocked wide by the defender. And puck back into the corner. Moran was after it. He'll have a Detcher there first, plays it to the far side. And Mason City able to clear it out in neutral ice where Richard banks it off the wall back in. Now Tarr was off his skate into the stick of Moran. Moran tried to play it ahead for Hareberg. Wasn't able to do it. And puck is sent back inside neutral ice. Now Jessen over the line is whistled offside. 3:23 left as players line up for the draw. Second period action, it's a 1-1 game. Heyman taking the draw for the Quad Cities, meets Wagner. Wagner wins this one, but first man to it's Calbert over the line. Wrist shot, misses wide. After it is Trigon. Lost along the far wall. It's played near side for Popinga. Now he gets it knocked off his stick by Stegman back inside. Heyman, first man to it behind the cage. Tried to center for Calbert, deflect off a leg, back to Heyman. Heyman playing it behind the cage, rings over the near side for Prygon. Prygon and Detra meet up in the corner as Prygon gets roughed up and lost the puck. Popinga along the wall collects, sends it out to neutral ice where Geertz cranks it back in. This one on the goaltender, and he's there to hang on and forced to hold as the Quad City forecheck was on the doorstep. 2:45 left to play in the second period. Players lined up for the face-off inside the Mason City zone. Teplicki taking it for the Quad Cities. It's won by the Blues, played into the near corner. Race for it, Welser gets to it along the corner. Played ahead for Teplicki, behind the net for Morris. Morris getting behind the cage, centered in front for Teplicki. Whips on a shot, and the puck rolls out into neutral ice as we have a delayed call here on the Mason City Mohawks. Kornick along the end wall touches up, and the Quad Cities gaining their first power play chance of the game. Quad Cities will play the majority of the remaining time on the clock in the second period on the power play. And with a face-off in opposing territory, Trigon will take it for the Quad Cities, meeting Jessen. Puck is dropped, and face-off is won by the Mohawks. Sent up to the line, kept in by Welser. Down low, it's Trigon. Plays it behind the gate. Calbert in control. Tried to send it in front. It was off the skate of Jessen. Jessen tries to clear, not able to do it. Puck bounces a couple of times, but here's Heyman. Plays it cross for Calbert. The puck unchallenged on the near side. Calbert in control, near circle. Plays it cross to the line. That's Welser. Welser sent in front, tipped just wide of the goaltender. And the Mohawks able to clear. 1:51 left in the second period, 1:25 left on the power play as Tyndall from neutral ice sends this one in on the goaltender, blockers it away, race for it. Popinga waved off by, I believe that was the Beiser. Now puck back into neutral ice, taken on by the big forward here, Junkie. As he finally loses it here to a poke check, and it's the Blues back the other way. Calbert gets it poked off his stick at the line, gets back to it along the near side, plays it low but not for long, as it's sent the length of the ice once again by the Mohawks. Now Festing Smith out to play for the Quad City. Lead pass up to the line, that's Calbert. He'll dump this one in, race for it, Heyman and Tyndall. Tyndall gets there first and is able to carry him all the way around the boards out in the neutral ice. Now the Beiser at his own line, picked off. Here's a chance. Popinga race for it. Popinga in the near corner tries to crash to the net. The Beiser pushes him off, but Wagner takes up. Wagner has some room, sends it to the line. Detra skating back into neutral ice will dump it into the far corner. Excellent kill by the Mason City Mohawks, able to kill off most of the. Teplicki was knocked to the ice. And again, Mason City killing off more valuable power play time for the Quad Cities. Now puck is sitting along the end wall. No one knew where it was at. And Wagner tips it over to the near side where Teplicki takes up as he goes to neutral ice. Couldn't get the puck to lay flat, but able to play it to the far side for Herberg as team's back at full strength here. Now puck is knocked out in neutral ice with a man out of the box. Here's Martin, plays it ahead. Jessen all alone in front to the backhand, shoots! And a save by the Quad City goaltender. So an exciting finish to the second period. Festing Smith with a big save on the breakaway. 14.8 left in the second period, a 1-1 game. Have to give it to the Mason City Mohawks, an excellent kill. As they were able to pressure the Quad Cities, not enabling them to get up ice here. The Face off to the left of Festing Smith will be taken by Prygon Jessen. Prygon wins this one into the corner. Richards fires it up the wall. Not far. Jessen's on it. Lost it to a poke check. Here's Heyman. Heyman cross for Prygon. Over the line. Has 5 seconds left. Big shot. Misses just wide. And it looked like the goaltender might have caught a piece of it. Now only 0.6 seconds left on the clock. Face off inside the Mason City zone. Nothing more than a formality with only 0.6 left on the clock. Players line up. And of course the Quad Cities pulling the goaltender here, looking for that shot off the draw, but only 0.6. Prygon takes it, wins it in front. And nothing's going to come of this one as the last second ticks off the clock. After 2 periods of play, it's a 1-1 game. Scoring in the second period. Morris with a goal unassisted. That was for the Quad Cities, and Mason City answers back a power play goal. Wagner from Junkie and Detra. Again, a 1-1 game going into the third.
Shot on goal after 2 periods of play. Quad City 17, Mason City 13.
Watch it sound like throwing you like this. Why am I
One and welcome back for the start of the third period as players getting out onto the ice after 2. This is a 1-1 game, so this one up for grabs here in the third. As Morris had a goal for the Quad Cities in the second period, that made it a 1-0 game for the Quad Cities. That goal unassisted, however, Mason City answered back on the power play. That was Wagner from Junkie and Detra. Starting this third period for the the Blues will be Hammond, Prygon, Calbert, Richards, and Beiser. Prygon will face off against his numerical counterpart. That's Jessen. Puck is dropped. Face off is won by the Blues. Hammond, nice move at the line. Shot, score! And right off the face off in the third, the Quad City Blues, they're going to take a 2-1 lead. That's an even strength tally scored by Hammond. So the Blues again go up 2-1. Only 6 seconds into the third period, and like that, the Blues with a 1-goal lead. Now puck inside the Mason City zone. Detra, he'll have some room and he'll skate it. Now taken off from behind, that's Hammond.
Assisted by number 5, Josh Prygon, at 6 seconds in the third period.
So Prygon gets the assist on Hammond's goal. That one only 6 seconds into the period. The Blues with a 1-goal lead to start the third period. Face off inside the Mason City zone. Hareberg takes it to the Quad Cities. And he wins this one in front of the net where it's knocked away by the Mohawks defense. Players battling for it in the near corner. Hareberg along with Morris and Jessen. As the battle continues here, players still tied up. Jessen tied up with Hareberg. And Tyndall's in there. Now players finally separate. Hareberg up to the line. Here's Geertz. Cranks one in just wide and puck didn't get through. The Mason City Mohawks able to play it back in the neutral ice where Geertz has a pass picked off. Now Morris gets a loose puck in neutral ice, crosses red, he'll dump it in. 13:53 left to play in the third as Teplicki after in the near corner. Players meeting up for it, but it's taken by the Mohawks, played back into neutral ice where Summers will play it ahead. That's knocked back to the line to Beiser. Lead pass to Teplicki, tipped up for Moran over the line. Wrist shot doesn't get through. Teplicki in the slot, backhand chance. This one also deflects wide. Now here's Summers, tries to get one in front. Is knocked away. Now lead pass Moorman. He has a chance of his own here over the line. Gets crunched by DeBiser. Now puck behind the cage. Summers is able to ring this one out and neutralize off the wall. Lancaster will cross red. Dodges one member at the line over the Quad City line. He fires one in front. And that's gloved down by Feston Smith. We're going to have a face-off. Players lining up to the left of Feston Smith. Puck is dropped. Face-off is won by the Mohawks behind the cage. Moorman's after, but he lost it. Sends it over to the far side. Played back down low. Sends it to the near wall. A race toward Calbert and Lancaster. And Calbert able to knock it up the wall. A big collision as Prygon. Puck loose along the near side. Kornick gets there, not able to fire it out as Geertz plays it down for Calbert. Calbert will play that into the corners. He's off for a change. And Mason City able to send this one the length of the ice on the goaltender. Who leaves it for Stegman. Has plenty of room. Sends it ahead for Hareberg at the line. Tipped back to Stegman. Stegman ahead for Welser. He'll cross and dump it in as he knocks Detra to the ice. Players meeting up along the end wall. Welser's there. Tips it behind the cage. Into the corner, Welser after it. Wagner gets there as well. Welser able to temporarily gain control. After he lost it, the Mohawks able to move it ahead. Popinga near side for Bergmeyer over the line. He'll skate it down low, sent in front, sticked away by Smith. Now puck again played in front, is picked off by Richards. Played to Welser in the corner, ahead for Morris, has a man breaking. He'll cross red, dumps it in, and the goaltender plays it over the far wall. As players meet up for it. And it bounces out into neutral ice where it's backhanded in by Bergmeyer. Into the far corner, Stegman's on it, plays it up to the line where Moran. He'll gain control. After he crosses red, he'll dump it in. This one rings behind the cage, played by Lassis, left for Lancaster. Cranks it over the near wall, Junk is after it. Lead pass out into the center circle, picked off by Stegman, pop fly. Up to the line, played by Junkie, but he comes over the line. Offside. Players lining up for a draw in center ice. It'll be taken by Hammond. It's won by the Mohawks. Back to the line. Kornick, he fires this one ahead off the linesman. As a result, Stegman finds it, sends it ahead. That'll be Heyman. He skates it to neutral ice here. Nice deke around the defender, and he'll add another one here, centered in front. This one's deflected away by Jessen, who skates it over the near side. Is taken off. Puck loose. Heyman, big shot, is gloved down by Lassis. And we're going to draw. 10:54 left to play in the third. As Heyman with another chance. Morris, Welser, Hareberg, Richards, and DeBiser coming out for the Quad Cities. Face-off is won by the Mohawks to the far wall. Moorman's after it. And bangs this one out in neutral ice. Played by DeBiser ahead. Off the skate of Lassis. He's able to send it inside, but the Mohawks would have been off, so they're forced to retreat back into neutral ice. Well, in the process, the Blues send it inside. Mohawks looking to break it out here. Lassis ahead. For Moorman, pass is picked off by DeBiser, played up to the line. Detra looking ahead for Moorman, hits him. Now Moorman over the line, picked off his stick. Welser ahead for Hareberg, takes back to Welser, lost the puck. Moorman dumps it in. Here's one, bounces off the wall in front of the net, taken by Richard. Pass along the near side, Hareberg has trouble handling. And from center ice, Detra will play it in. Icing waved off. DeBiser behind the cage, lost it, picked away, tried to center it. That was Popinga. And a diving Blues defender able to knock away the pass. Here Morrison neutralized, knocked off his stick. Puck loose inside.
Come on, let's go. Skate, skate.
Richards is on it. 9:53 left in the play in the period. As Welser sends it ahead. Pass picked off again. As Wagner had his pocket picked, only temporarily. Summers had a piece of it, lost it at the line. The Mohawks play it back in. Now Bergmeyer in front, his shot stick safe. Summers clears the rebound off the glass and back the length of the ice. Detra caught a piece of it, so icing waved off. Detra behind the net sends it over the far wall. Summers in control, up to the line. Here's Stegman, one-timer, big shot, tipped wide. That one off a leg, misses just wide, but here's Stegman, another chance. Sent in front, tipped on top of the goal, it's still there. And rebound cleared over to the near side. What a chance there for the Quad Cities. The puck was tipped up on top of the goal. Now 9:03 left to play in the third period. A 2-1 game in favor of the Blues as the Quad Cities breaks out. Heyman through neutral ice, has his pocket picked. Here's Junkie over the line with speed in on net. Has a Lang, he's going to carry it behind man, breaking Jessen. Pass is broken up. Lindsay will send it in low. Jessen tries to center. It's knocked off by Geertz and moved ahead. It's Heyman over the line, skating it down low. Pressured by Lindsay, sent in front. Puck still there. Is knocked wide by Kornick to the far wall. Pushed ahead by Junkie. Pace of this game picking up here in the late. In the center circle, plays it up to the line for Prygon. Picked off. It's Jessen. Jessen crosses red, still with it. Now nice move in on net. Wrister saved by Festing Smith. And the puck deflects along the end wall where Junkie plays it cross corner after it's DeBiser. He's pressured by a Mohawk. That'll be Martin as these two lock up. Now Junkie joins in, but so does Prygon. Prygon able to shoulder him off. DeBiser finds the puck, sends it off the wall. Back into neutralized. Kornick will turn and fire it back in, but this is going to be an offside call on the Mohawks. 7:55 left to play in the third period. Face-off just outside the center circle. Morris taking it against Lassis. It's won by the Blues. Back to the line. Stegman chops it up ahead. This one off a member in his own bench. We'll have a whistle. We're going to line up and try this face-off once again. This time it's being taken inside the Quad City zone, just inside the line. Morris takes it for the Quad Cities, wins this one back into the corner. Stegman plays it cross for Geertz. In control now, he has some room. Long pass, and this is the mark for Morris up to the line. Tyndall played ahead. Moorman tips it off the wall, but not far. Puck still at the line, taken by Lassis. And he's rubbed off the play by Welser. Geertz was there to send it ahead. Race for it, Herberg and Tyndall. Tyndall gets there first, throws it to the far side. For Morris, meets up with Moorman. Moorman able to get it up to the line. Stegman, his shot doesn't get through. Now Detra in the near corner, banks this one off the glass, but it's actually going to deflect over the boards and out of play. 7:18 left to play in the third, and the Blues still with a 2-1 lead. Scoring 6 seconds into the third period. That was Hammond from Prygon. Again, making it a 1-goal game. Moran takes a draw for the Quad Cities, but it's won by the Mohawks. Sent over to the far side. Popinga's on it at the line. Now passing to the center circle. Wagner pushed off by Teplicki. Summers is there to collect on a loose puck. Has some room to skate it. On the backhand, he'll dump it in as Lindsay's after it behind the cage. Gets to it as he's met with Moran and Summers. Battle for it. Mohawks able to free it. Big check along the wall as Teplicki catches a piece of Bergmeyer, but we have an icing call and a face-off inside the Blue zone, or excuse me, the Mohawk zone. Won by the Blues. Here's Prygon in the corner. Is knocked away by Lindsay. These two still doing battle for it. Prygon frees it over in the far corner. Taken by Hammond. Plays it behind the cage. Lindsay's after it as this one unchallenged into the corner. Lindsay tips this one up into neutral ice. Here's Stegman after it. Along the wall. Sends it in low. Behind the cage. Goaltender plays it. Leaves it. Calvert forecheck. Not able to get there in time. Pass up to Bergmeyer. Tip back into neutral ice, where Geertz sends it ahead, but it's knocked down by Wagner over the line. Mishandled the puck, and Stegman sends it ahead. Prygon had a small tip on it into the stick of Lindsay, and now Prygon absolutely crunches Lindsay along the near wall. Now Kornick sends it ahead where Geertz will play it in. This one behind the cage. The Blues off for a change as Welser forechecks. Welser after it in the far wall. Centered in front. No one home. It's picked off by Jessen. And played off to Junkie. Now here's Martin. Martin over the line. A chance. Big shot. Excuse me, right on. Is saved by Preston Smith. We're going to have a draw. 5:50 left to play in the third. Face off, won by the Blues, sent back into neutral ice. Knocked down by Tyndall, sent ahead. And played by DeBiser, finds Morris. And Morris taken down from behind, no call. Puck inside the Mohawk zone. Inside the line is taken up by the Mohawks. Played into neutral ice. Richards finds it and sends it back in. Hareberg on the forecheck, but Detra able to bank it off the the near glass, where Junkie tips it ahead. Martin in front all alone. It's Jessen. He shoots, he scores. And with only 5:20 left in the third period, Mason City ties this one up at 2 apiece. Jessen with a partial breakaway all alone in front is able to beat the goaltender. This again is a 2-2 game. We're back to square one with only 5:20 left to play in the third period. Face off and neutral ice is won by the Mohawks. Back to the line. There's Detra playing it ahead. Prygon lost it to Assist. Now we'll lose along the wall as Geertz sends it into neutral ice where it's played back in. Now a collision in neutral ice. Hemming and Lancaster.
Mason City goal number 5, Chris Jessen. Assisted by number 29, Will Martin. And number 11, Detra.
So Martin and Detra getting the assist on Jessen's goal. We have a face-off outside the line, won by the Mohawks. Here's Lancaster on the back end. Will dump it in. Knocked down by Geertz up to Teplicki now. Is picked away by Lassis. And the Mohawks play it back in. Geertz played it to Hareberg. He's pushed off the puck. And the Mohawks play it back in. More man's after it. Stangman gets there first, played into the near corner for Geertz. Lead pass to Hareberg. Now tips it off the wall, up for Welser. Now he'll cross the line, dropped off Stangman. His shot, pad save, rebound. He is fired wide by Welser. Now Welser on the far wall, played up the line. Stangman, one-timer in front, tipped just wide by Teplicki. I believe that one off his skate. Now along the near side wall, Hareberg, Geertz meeting up for it along with Lancaster. Hareberg's there, frees it up. Stangman has some room, fires a shot, and a chest save by Lassit. 4:17 left to play in the third. This is a 2-2 game. Face off inside the Mohawk zone is won by the Blues. DeBiser from the line. His shot tipped just wide by Hemming. Cal Heyman behind the cage center in front, stick wide by the goaltender. Puck still sitting there. Calbert with a chance fired wide. Now rebound is cleared up. Here's Bergmeyer, a 2-on-2 with Popinga. Now Bergmeyer finds a lane, fires a shot, and I believe the goaltender might have caught a piece of it. Here's Calbert ahead for Hemming with speed. Lost along the near side, gets back to it, and crushed off the puck in the end wall. Popinga along the far side, able to play it ahead. For Mahoney, his shot misses wide. Puck along the far wall. Misplayed by Popinga and tipped out into neutral ice by Prygon. Here's Detra, cross. The Mohawks looking to break up ice here over the line. Bergmeyer tees it up. On in the corner, banks it off the glass. Not far as that's up Popinga and sent back behind the cage. Richards on it. 3:17 left. Richards fires this one the length of the ice, and icing will be the call. So it appears, ladies and gentlemen, this one coming down to the wire. Only 3:14 left, and the Mason City Mohawks able to tie it up at 2. Face off in the blue zone. Teplicki takes it for the Quad Cities, meeting Jessen. Face off is won by the Blues back into the corner. Geertz sends it out to neutral ice, played by Detra back in. This one rings around to the far side. Stegman's on it. He'll meet up with Martin along the wall. Players hacking at it. Martin able to send it down low now for long. Stegman's there, playing it back out to neutralize. Tyndall fires it over the line. This one off his own player. This is going to be an offside call. So only 2:55 left to play in the third. Draw. Just outside the center circle is one of the Mohawks. Tyndall will fire it in. Played by Stegman. Lead pass up to the line. Herberg is pushed off. Now Teplicki's there to take up. Knocked off his stick. And a race for it. Junkie had some room, but it's knocked off his stick at the last moment. That would have been a break back the other way for Junkie. Now the Mohawks, that's Martin ahead for Jessen. Had Junkie breaking, not able to pass off, but here's Martin. Over the line, backhand chance, fired wide. Tyndall from the point, his shot doesn't get through. Richards able to poke it up to the line. Calbert's after it. On the backhand, able to send this one back inside the Mohawk zone. Jessen skating after it. Would carry behind the cage, tees it up, sends it over to the near side where Martin, the far wall, where Martin able to tip it out in the neutral ice to Beiser. Cross the line and tees one up, glove down by the goaltender. And he'll drop it and let him play. Here's Calbert in the corner. He gets it knocked away by Tyndall. As players meet up on the far side, here's Detcher all alone. He'll send it off the wall over for six. Trying to break past Richards, and Richards was able to get a stick on him as they do battle along the wall. And the puck is knocked up to the Mohawks line. Kornick in control, crosses red, dumps it up. For Moorman takes a check from the Beiser. Heyman in control. Heyman looks ahead. Lead pass off his skate and back to the Quad City line. But now we have a whistle here. 1:29 left on the clock. It's a 2-2 game, and oh boy, is this one coming down to the wire. Teplicki taking it for the Quad Cities. Face-off is won by the Mohawks. Played inside. The Beiser is after it. Gets to it in the corner and fires it off the glass into the chest of Popinga. Now once again into the chest of Popinga. As the Beiser will play it cross corner for Geertz. 1:12 left on the clock. Now from neutral ice, Tyndall tries to play it ahead, but it's knocked down. And we have a whistle here, a hand pass. And the face-off will be just outside the line. Teplicki. Welfare burns the Beiser, and Geertz out to the Quad Cities. Teplicki facing off against Wagner. The draw is won by the Mohawks, where Detra from Red will dump it in. This one along the near wall is taken by Geertz. Cross the Beiser. Lead pass off his skate and into the Mohawk goaltender, where he's forced to hang on as Herberg was on the doorstep. 54.4 left on the clock. It's been an exciting third period here as Mason City was able to tie it up at 2. That was after a Hemmen goal, only 6 seconds into the period. Now Prygon taking a draw, wins it back. Calbert cleanly. He tees it up in front, tipped over the net by Heyman. This one out of play. 50.9 on the clock. Prygon, Heyman, Calbert. The Beiser and Geertz out for the Quad Cities. Prygon facing off against Jessen. Jessen wins this one back into his own zone. Detra fires it off the far wall. Heyman finds it. Sent ahead for Prygon, who plays it behind the net. Calbert tipped back to Prygon. Has a man breaking. Tried to hit Heyman on a pass. Wasn't able to get it through. A chance from the line to Beiser. Shoots and a save by the goaltender. Now battle for it behind the cage is knocked out front. Taken by the Mohawks. Through center ice. Here's a chance. And he's going to hang on. 22.7 left in the third period. And now it appears we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout, Mason City.
So Mason City calling a timeout with 22.7 remaining on the clock. The face-off will be inside the Quad City zone. A recap of this game. The start scoring was the Quad Cities. That was Morris in the second period unassisted. Ended a 1-0 lead in favor of the Blues. Mason City ties it up at 1. It's a power play goal from Wagner. Junkie and Detcher on the assist. In the third period, the Quad Cities opens up once again, only 6 seconds in. Hammond with the goal from Pragon. However, Mason City again says, hey, we're going to tie this one back up. It's a 2-2 game after a Jessen goal from Martin and Detcher. That puts us to where we're at now. Only 22.7 left on the clock. And a face-off inside the Quad City Blues zone. Mason City calling a timeout. As we're about to resume play here. Face-off will be to the right of Feston Smith. Popinga takes it for Mohawks. Pragon for the Quad Cities. Pragon wins this one again while DeBiser cranks it up. This one's up over the boards and out of play. We'll have another face-off. 18.9 left on the clock. So players line up for a draw to the right. It's Festing Smith once again. Pragon will meet Popinga. And puck is dropped. One by the Mohawks over the near side. Junkie plays it behind the cage. DeBiser rubs him off. Sent in front. Is knocked away by the Blues defender. Now players doing battle behind the cage. 9 seconds left on the clock as the puck is tied up. Now free. Popinga in control up to the line. Here's Junkie. He'll send it in. Deflected up. DeBiser race for it. Calbert's after. It gets knocked off his stick. And the last seconds tick off the clock. And that's how the third period ends. So a 2-2 game. After Mason City was able to tie it up at 2 as Jessen gets the goal from Mason City from Martin and Detra.
At the end of 3 periods played, Mason City 2, Quad Cities 2. We'll have a 10-minute sudden death overtime.
about to get this overtime period underway. A 10-minute sudden death overtime. Trigon will take this overtime face-off for the Quad City Blues against Jessen. Puck is dropped and we're underway here in the overtime period. It's a one by the Blues as Calbert sends it over the far side. It's knocked down by Dentra and played inside. Richards is after it. He meets up with Junkie as players doing battle along the wall. It's Freaks sent behind the cage. Martin's after it. Skating past to the Beiser up to the line. That's Detra. Detra holding. He'll send it down low off the skate and into the slot. Is knocked away by the Beiser. Centering attempt. Martin not able to get it through. Now Martin sent it behind the cage. It rings over to the near side. The Beiser's after it. And he gets it taken away temporarily by Jessen. Played up to Calbert. Intercepted Junkie in front. His shot deflects up into the Raptors. And out of play, 9:24 left on the clock. A 2-2 game here in the sudden death overtime. Geertz, Morris, Hemming. Haberg out for the Quad City, along with Stegman. Morris takes the draw for the Quad City. The puck is dropped, and one by the Blues. Here's Geertz. Brings it off the glass, looking for Welser. It was ahead of the stick back in the neutral ice. Kendall was fired in. Behind the cage, Stegman's after it. Plays it to the nearest corner for Geertz. Geertz will skate it ahead. Has a lane. Crosses red. Dumps it in. This one not far as it was off Morris. Now Hareberg at the line, loses it, and here's a 2-on-2 rush. Colpingo with Wagner. Colpingo, wrist shot, misses wide. Boy, did he get a piece of that one as the puck caroms all the way back out in the neutral ice. It's sent back in front of that Stegman. Banks it off the near glass up to Hareberg. Goes ahead of the stick, and Detra will play it back ahead. Here's Wagner. Will dump it in along the wall. This one caroms over to the near side. Geertz mishandles this one. Mahoney's after it. Excuse me, Bergmeyer. Now it's sent ahead, lead pass, Heyman in on the breakaway to the backhand, he shoots, he scores! Oh my, a highlight reel goal! Oh buddy, and the Blues are off to the ice, and the Blues will continue on in the tournament. With 8:31 remaining on the clock, the Quad City Blues get the game winner. That's Heyman on a partial breakaway, a highlight reel goal. As he was being challenged from behind, goes to the backhand, he's able to roof it over the Mason City goaltender, and the Blues again will continue on in the tournament tomorrow. So Hemming with the game winner. That's his second of the game, ladies and gentlemen. And again, just like that, the Blues with the game winner, and will continue on tomorrow.
Quad City goal number 2.
Wow, what a goal. I don't know how he put it up in that top corner.
Quad City goal number 2, Jake Hemming. Second Dominic.
So again, that's Heyman with the game winner, and the Blues are able to skate away with the victory against the Mason City Mohawks. Will finish the year overall 4-0 against Mason City.
129 overtime.
Let it go, Jake!
Wow. Highlight reel. Man, I'm kind of disappointed that I have to take off tomorrow.
Beautiful bag.
Oh, man.
Or scoop, whatever you want.
Who did he say had the assist on that? Did you hear who had the assist?